Good evening and welcome to the Royal College Sports Complex for Week 3 of the Dialog Inter-School Rugby League between Royal College and Zahira. As both teams going through their warm-ups while the under-16 game is in progression. Both teams unbeaten thus far in this league. Royal getting two comfortable victories in the lead-up to today's game. First of all against Science. Last week had to rely on another second half rally to overcome very tenacious and plucky Thurston outfit. Zahira on their part have really needed to dig deep with two close victories. First against Kingswood up in Itawala and of course against Science last week in Mount Lavinia. The weather conditions here today pretty perfect for rugby. It's 31 Celsius. And the good thing, the humidity level is not too bad, so I'm sure both teams will enjoy what's out there. Ground conditions are nice and dry. Any team that will want to run the ball will definitely get it full money's worth. Joining me in commentary is Abid Jalil. Good evening, Abid. How do you see this game going?
Good evening, Abdullah, and good evening to all our viewers joining in on the Papare. 7 action-packed matches coming your way on the Papare today. We're very proud to bring you those pictures, but for today's game that we have on hand here at the Royal College Sports Complex, Zahira College, of course, Abdullah, went into this season with high hopes, isn't it? They wanted to try and make a statement, and they did make a statement in that knockout tournament. This is last week's results. St. Peter's getting a good win. Wesley College getting the better of Mahanama. Not a very convincing win for them. They'll not be too happy with that scoreline. Trinity College getting a win against St. Anthony's College, a big win at that, 58 points on the board for them. Royal College, a bit of a scare in the previous game, Abdullah. First half woes for them, but they really have made sure that everyone knows that they are a second half team, but to come against this Zahira College team, they're going to have to put a 70-minute performance.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, Isipatana getting the better of DSNNAG in a hotly contested affair, you'd have to say. Abid, you were at that game. And of course, this was the game we were alluding to earlier. Zahira kicking it very close against Kingswood, but eventually managing to emerge victors. And of course, Ananda getting a comfortable victory over Prince of Wales, 31 points to 5. St. Thomas's bouncing back from that loss to Thurston in the first week of the league with a comprehensive 33 points to 12 victory to close week 2's proceedings. And of course, as we enter week 3, everything to play for a lot of teams. These are the summary of last week's results. St. Peter's getting the better of their traditional rival St. Joseph's, 50 points to 19. Mahanama did well to contain Wesley by 36 points to 12. Trinity, of course, having it all their way against their hometown rivals St. Anthony's, 58 points to 5. Isipatana getting a good victory against a very plucky and tenacious DSNNAG out with 33 points to 10. Sri Sumangala notching up their second victory for the season, overcoming newly promoted Lumbini, 33 points to 10. Ananda bouncing back from that defeat to Joseph's the previous week with a good 31 points to 5 win. And as I said, Zahira leaving it till late to just pip it 31 points to 25 against a very determined Science outfit. And of course, Royal leaving it to the second half rally to notch up a 40 points to 15 victory. And of course, St. Thomas's bouncing back from that victory against Thurston with a good 33 points to 12 win.
When you have a look at those results, Abdullah, it has been just a one-side affair, except for the game that Zahira College played in, isn't it? It's a 31 points to 25 win. The wins that Zahira College have gotten so far, they won't be too happy with the scoreline, but they'll be pretty happy that they have the victory under their belt. These are the week 3 fixtures coming for you. 65 points to 21. St. Peter's College really have put their best foot forward so far in the first 3 weeks, and come the last couple of weeks in the first round where they face better opponents, I'm pretty sure they'll look to try and notch up big wins as well. Mahanama College taking on St. Joseph's. That is happening at the Air Force grounds in Ratmalana. Ananda College take on Wesley College. Big game for Wesley against Ananda at their home turf. DSNNAG College take on St. Anthony's. That is going to be at the Trinity College grounds in Pallakale. Trinity College take on Sri Sumangala College. That game is going to be an interesting one. Royal College taking on Zahira College. That's a game that you're tuned into right now. Thurston College taking on Kingswood College. And Science taking on Thurston College. Almost losing my breath reading out the number of games that we have. 7 games today, Abdullah.
Yes, and also keep a thought for the Papare crew, isn't it? They're absolutely stretched to bring these wonderful pictures to you. It's no easy task coordinating 7 games in a week, but they are there to bring it all to you, and we will do as well after this commercial break.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
එතකොට මහත්යාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Vantage for the modern professional. Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසිකූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Let's KFC.
Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection samagin pirimin sadhamai.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right. Real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
ගෙවන් යන්න ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න ලොකු පොඩි හැම ෆෝන්ස් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න හොඳම ෆෝන් එකක් ගන්න ළඟම ආබාන්ස් එකට යන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
When the world says no access,
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Royal College taking on Zahira College. It's a week 3 fixture of the Dialog Schools Rugby League, and both teams out for their warm-ups, getting their finishing touches ready for the big game today. It's going to be an interesting one, Abdullah. How well is Royal College going to prepare for the threat that Zahira College will pose in the first half?
Yes, we'll come back to that, Adib, as we just have a look at this Group 3 points table. Arguably the group of death, you'd have to say, isn't it? It's one of the most intriguing group by a distance. Royal and Zahira College, both unbeaten coming into this game. The only two unbeaten teams in this group. Most likely one team in all probability is going to lose that unbeaten tag today. And of course, St. Thomas's as well as Thurston are still very much in the hunt as well. So for both these teams, this game is very important in the context of the league, and they will definitely want to get the win. Yes, well, you're asking me about the threat that Zahira poses. I think there's no doubt that their three quarters are... Royal will need to keep a really good close watch on their three quarters. I thought in their previous match against Thurston, the centre field defence was left wanting, isn't it? Both their centre three quarters, I think it was Rajapaksha and Sali were outstanding and just kept on penetrating Royal's first line of defence, and they just cannot afford to let this Zahira outfit run along those lines, because if not, they will definitely make Royal pay. So for me, that is the main threat. As far as Royal is concerned, I think they will just need to control position as much as possible. Probably they have an edge when it comes to the forward pack, so they'll need to just try and hold on to position, play the game in the correct paths, not worry too much about running from their own 50 rather, and also just manage the kicking game. That's yet an area where Royal seem to be struggling for thus far.
Something that Zahira College do well is what you were talking about, Abdullah. It's the kicking game that they have. It's a very good kicking game that they have. They've got a good player in Hakeem Chunchi, the captain, that can do a lot of wonder for them with the ball in hand when the boot comes into play. But here's Group 2A. St. Peter's College and Wesley College. St. Peter's have the 3 wins so far, 3 bonus points. They really seem to be the team to beat in that group, isn't it?
Yes, they look really good, and of course you cannot write off Wesley as well, isn't it? Probably it's a bit more clear-cut in this group. Wesley and St. Peter's seem to be a notch above all the other teams, so you'd expect them to go through unless something absolutely unforeseen happens. And of course, in Group A, here too, the groups just seem to be taking a bit of shape here as well, isn't it? Here, of course, there are 3 teams that are unbeaten, and no one would have probably seen Sri Sumangala right up there with Isipatana and Trinity. So they'll be taking on Trinity today, which should be an interesting game. But if you have to be a betting man, you'd probably say you'd expect Trinity and Isipatana to go in, make it to that cup segment rather. So we'll take another commercial break, and on the other side we'll have the team list and take you through to kickoff.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Vantage for the modern professional.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Yes, too fresh.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
When the world says no access,
or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Kitchen එක ආබාස් කරන්නේ දැන් wife happy එකේ ඉන්නේ wife happy කරන්න kitchen එක ආබාස් කරන්න
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go
Night Go Pocket Perfume Youth එකට go එකක්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
So welcome back to the Royal College Sports Complex as we await the commencement of this Week 3 encounter between Royal and Zahira. Both teams are unbeaten thus far and no doubt will want to make it 3 in a row. As we have the Zahira College team card, the forwards Ahmad Arfat, Shahib Ishan, Habib Uzni. In the second rows it's Zain Hassan, Rifnaz Rimshad, and the third rows will be Shaifullah Zulfikar, Shahil Shiam and Muzil Samat. The halves combination Afham Abdin and skipper Hakim Chunji. On the right wing Ghani Saraf. The center combinations will be Zain Zahim and Farhan Fazlat. On the left wing will be Usat Patirana, and of course in the last line of defense Imad Inam. The replacements Rifaz, Rizan, Saraf, Feroz, Aloka, Riaz, Hassan, Irfan, Kamran and Rizli.
It's a good team that Zahira College have fielded, but it's always going to be around that number 10 jersey, isn't it? It's going to be how they play around Hakim Chunchi that's going to decide the fate of their game, of their fortunes in this game. Royal College will go with Senut Dilnada, Akira Metika and Raid Mausuf. Nasir Hanifa will be in the second row alongside Metuka Vikramaratna. Said Altaf Aman with Senuja Ranasinghe in the flanks with Disas Patirana at number 8. Navin Satsara and Kamindu Hevage will play in the halves alongside Hiruka Jaidinu and Hevage who will play in the centres. Kavan Bandara will play at 11, Dinuka Pereira at 14 and Simak Shafiq will play at 15. I think there's a difference there. It's Anik Razul who will play at 15 for Royal College. So they've made a couple of changes, Abdullah. It's going to be interesting how they go about their changes because they've made changes in the most important positions, you'd have to say.
Yes, and once again, you'd have to say probably they're looking at the back three in terms of receiving the kicking, receiving of the kicks where they have been found wanting. So that's an area which is of concern to Royal, and they're just trying to find a solution to that full-back position.
Both teams have gone into the sheds after quite a long warm-up. How the weather holds as well, Abdullah, is going to be something that both teams will have to factor in. Yesterday there was a bit of a heavy downpour towards the evening, but right now the sun is shining brightly here at the Royal College Sports Complex. Spectators have come in numbers today. A couple of matches that they'll have to keep their eyes on. Royal College will be keeping a close eye on that game that St. Thomas's will be playing as well at the Science College grounds in Mount Lavinia. But for Royal College and for Zahira College, both unbeaten teams going up against each other in the middle of the season, and they'll look to try and do one better against the other.
Yes, there's no doubt about that. Both these teams are unbeaten and would dearly love to keep that unbeaten tag, as the crowd is slowly but surely picking up here at the Royal College Sports Complex. Both teams coming into this encounter with contrasting victories, isn't it? A bit Royal having to rely on two second half rallies in both their games to eventually end up with comfortable victories, while Zahira on the other hand have been pushed right to the death and have had to really dig deep in order to gain their victories. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams will approach this. I just feel that both teams will try and get off to a good start, especially from Royal's point of view. They've started slow in both their games. I'm sure that's something that they would have discussed, trying to get off to a good start and just try and put up pressure on Zahira. Because Zahira also have shown a lot of resilience to just hang in there in that second half. So with a team like that, you wouldn't want to keep it late. Just want to control the game right from the start. So it's going to be really interesting to see how both teams approach this game.
For Zahira, I think something that you're talking about is that they haven't had the biggest victories, and I think that's something that they might take into this game as well, because it's not going to be an easy victory against Royal College. If they are to pull it off, they'll have to dig really deep and they'll have to play through their skin if they're going to win this game, and they'll know that they already have played two games that they have had to win, not with the ease that they would have wanted to win it with, but Royal College is a different kettle of fish. They'll bring a different game, but it's all going to come down to that first 20 minutes, isn't it? First 20 minutes, last 20 minutes is going to decide this game. Royal College will want to get off to a flyer, Zahira College will want to do the same, but and also when it comes to the last 20 minutes, Abdullah, it's going to be conditioning also and the bench that comes in. And on paper, it looks like Royal College has the bench. They've dropped Simak Shafiq onto the bench. They've got a couple of players that they can bring on in the second half that can make an impact.
Yeah, that's right, and a couple of positional changes as well for Royal. I think Praveen Nimsara, who was playing at fullback in that previous game against us and has been brought into his more favourable outside centre position, and they brought in Anik Mohammed to the number 15 place in his instead of the bench rather, and of course Mohammed Simak is on the bench, but I think last time he was down with flu as well as a small niggle, so he did not play. He was not on the bench as well, so he will probably make his way into the field in that second half. So crowd eagerly anticipating the arrival of both teams.
The crowd also have got their fans out, isn't it? It's pretty warm here at the Royal College Sports Complex. Not a lot of sun here, but it's very humid. It has been humid for a couple of days. That's going to be something that the players will have to factor in as well. All those cramps, getting your electrolytes in. Fans well and truly out for all the supporters. You've got a manual fan and an automatic one as well.
So, both teams just making their way out of the Mahesha Rodrigo tunnel onto the field. Huge Zahira contingent here as well, isn't it, on the Sky Pavilion side. Getting right behind their team. Of course, Royal faithful here in their numbers as well.
Zahira College always bring the supporters, isn't it, Abdullah? They always have the support. But at Royal College's home ground, they too have their support. They have their boys that come through. I feel the first few minutes of this game is going to be very expansive, Abdullah. I don't think anyone is going to keep it in close quarters. They're going to look to try and throw that ball around, try to run into space, kick the ball around, try and get the line of the other side stretched in defense and then try and pierce the gaps. But that boy in the middle of that huddle for Royal College, Tisas Pathiran, is going to have a big game today. And this man too, Kalum Sandaruwan, our referee, is going to have an even bigger one.
Yeah, that's right. A lot will depend on how well he controls the game. Isn't talking about this as Pathiran, but also his two partners in crime as well, isn't it? Aman Altaf and Senuja Ranasinghe. Their work rate during the games so far have been really good, and I'm sure Royal will be expecting another big performance from them. So both teams just going through their final huddles. Looks like it'll be Zahira to kick off. They will probably be playing with a slight win advantage in this first half.
The wind is always unpredictable here at the Royal College Sports Complex. It tends to stay up in the air for a bit longer than you'd expect it to.
So it's going to be Zahira to kick off. Short kick cleanly collected by Ranasinghe. Takes it into contact. Royal managed to retain possession. Lianage from the base of the scrum hoists it high, cleanly collected. That's a good chase by Jainidu. Zahira though have done well to retain possession. Carrying forward, breaking one tackle, breaking the second tackle. Kicks it back to three-quarter line, who hoists it high.
Okay, play.
That's a really good contest, but well collected, you'd have to say, by Lianage. But holding on is the call, so Zahira have managed to win a penalty. That was a really good contest, wasn't it, Abid, in there between two players.
It's a good kick as well, isn't it? It was a very good kick from Zahira College, putting it up in the air, hoisting it up. But I think in defense, Zahira College is looking to try and contest the breakdown, isn't it? They're not spreading too far wide. They're looking to keep it in close quarters. There was a bit of a gap in that first phase as well, Abdullah, for Royal to try and swing it out wide. But Zahira keeping it in close quarters, winning themselves a penalty at breakdown time, and they've got themselves their first line out in a very good attacking place.
It's just outside the 25. Looks like they have shortened the line out, so they'll be going for a four-man line out by the looks of it. Managed to win it. Quick ball for Zahira, spreading it out wide. Still winning possession. This time Royal's defense right up. Zahira trying to bring their forwards into the game. Again going on the short side. A half break. But Royal's defense hanging in there. Another short run. Pathiran getting in there, almost managing to rip the ball off, but Zahira have done well to hold on to possession. They made a bit of ground as well. Chunchi getting the ball out to their three quarters, selling a dummy, and it looks like it's Zahira who are going to draw first blood. Wonderful passage of play. Just try to get the try scorer's name. Looks like it's Farhan Fazlat is the try scorer. So it's Wonderful bit of passage of play, wasn't it, Abid? Just have a look at that once again. We're talking about how dangerous this Zahira three-quarter line can be. And you have to wonder, what was Hevage doing? Just watching his opposite number go right round him. It was definitely his defender. And Fazla just having too much pace eventually. Had no problem getting round the final defender to get the first Amana blank try for Zahira College.
Saifullah Zulfikar to take the conversion. Not every day that you see a flanker taking a conversion. Goal conversion not successful. So just the 5 points for Zahira College, but what a good start for them. Abdullah, it was a very controlled first try, you'd have to say, from Zahira College. They knew when to take that ball out and they knew when to pass, when to step in. The gap was opened up for Fazlat there. Just look at these passes through from Chunchi. I thought that pass really foxed the Royal defense and made the Royal defender come through and not make the tackle, not committing themselves to a defender. And running into a gap there was Fazlat to get the first score for Zahira College.
Cleanly collected by Zahira. Deciding to go crossfield. Pereira has done well to collect that. He'll try and launch a counter attack. Getting the ball out to Patirana. Wonderful bit of hands. This is good by Royal. Going on the short side. Patirana on that right flank. Aman Altaf drops the ball. Zahira just unable to pick that loose ball up, but once again Royal just making an error when things were going their way. But if you have a look at that, that knock-on was caused by the counter-ruck by Zahira, wasn't it? Abid, you can have a look at that once again.
There's a very good counter-ruck, and they're looking to try and disrupt Royal College in the breakdown, isn't it? They're not going to shy away from a contest on the ground. Generally in the school circuit, the breakdown is not heavily contested, but Zahira College really putting the pressure on. They got themselves in a good position early on to score that first Amana Bank try through some good work at the breakdown. Now they've forced Royal College to make a knock-on. Afam Abdin to feed it into the scrum for Zahira.
Getting the ball out wide. Zahira going deep. Unfortunately, it's gone out, or has it just bounced in? Inch perfect kick, you'd have to say.
But a very good kick from Zahira College. They've really upped the ante here in the first few minutes of this game. They've scored an Amana Bank try and they put a lot of pressure on Royal College. Royal needs to settle down, but for Zahira, they need to try and ride on this momentum and get as many points as possible early on. Try and put the home team under a lot of pressure.
Just bounced in. Royal too have gone for a four-man line out. Yatavara with the throw-in. Zahira have managed to seal the ball. Now we'll try and get their forwards into play. Afam getting the ball out to Chunchi. Wide cutout pass.
Tackle.
Eventually hitting the deck. Zahira taking the ball up. Breaking a few tackles. Shunchu chipping, but Royal well in position. It's good anticipation.
Play on.
And again, Zahira applying pressure at the ruck, but the ball going backwards, so Royal managed to hold on to possession. Renegade to fifth. not finding touch, or he couldn't have found touch because the ball was passed back in. And an opportunity for Royal, but unfortunately knocked on.
Well, I was just watching the warm-up as well, Abdullah, from Royal College. You saw quite a few drop balls, and I think that's just trickling into the game as well for the Royalists. Still early jitters of this game, just not getting their eyes on the ball so far in this game. Quite a few knock-ons from Royal College. But that is all because of the pressure that Zahira is putting, isn't it? They're fronting up in defense. They're putting them under a lot of pressure. This one, of course, was, in cricket terms, that's an absolute sitter, isn't it?
Yeah, well, the ball bounced just in front of him, to be fair. But once again, Royal, bit slow to get off the mark. Both forward packs exchanging a bit of pleasantries. So once again, it's Zahira who have dominated the first 9 minutes of this game. And the three quarters have looked extremely dangerous when in possession.
It's taken a bit of time for the referee, I think. There's a change of costume for referee Callum Sundaru, and he comes back.
It's probably his white jersey was causing a bit of confusion in the Zahira ranks. That's the only thing I can think why jersey has been changed. But nonetheless, we are ready to go again.
5, 6.
Being with the feet. Switch sides. Chunchu. Half break. Tries the pass around, but unfortunately just not find the mark. Forward pass is a call, so it will be a advantage scrum in favor of Royal.
Zahira really looking to try and attack the corners, isn't it, Abdullah? With the kicks as well. There was one kick early on from Zahira College that they looked to try and stretch the Royal defence. I think they might have realised that Royal are a bit weak in defence in that in the line, and they're looking to try and exploit that. They're looking to spread the Royal defence, look to catch them napping. They did once. Scored an Amana Bank try through that, and looking to try and pierce the defence once again.
Coming out to Lienege, Royal deciding to spread the ball. Ekanaika does well to collect. Ball carried forward. Slow ball for Royal. Zahira defense right up. Now deciding to go wide, but that's a hostile pass. Fortunately, it was for Patirana, who's strong enough to break off from the tackle, and subsequently there was a high tackle by
Number 10.
the skipper
Number 10.
on his opposite number. So a penalty for Royal. Cannot quite understand what Royal were trying to do there from their own half, trying to run the ball.
Very lucky for Royal that it was Patirana that caught the ball, isn't it, Abdullah? He was able to shrug that defender. If it was someone else, if it was a backline play, he might have got smashed back. Coming to Havegay with the kick to touch, finds decent meters for his team, but now Royal have got their first attacking opportunity, isn't it? They have got the ball back in scrappy opportunities where they haven't got it in set piece as much. Now they've got a good set piece right on the 50. They can try and launch something.
Yes, well, that previous Rexona scrum, Zahira read it extremely well and managed to steal it. Yatavara with the throw-in. Goes back, once again not finding its mark. Possession turned over. Zahira winning possession. Now back to
Advantage over.
Zahira, who hoists it high, not cleanly collected, and it's retrieved by Zahira. Front foot ball for them. They'll look to spread it out wide. Zahira have done well to hold position, although Zahira are advancing. They have managed to retain position. Wonderful dummy. Royal on the back foot. Zahira just looking at their options. And
First tackle roll away.
Royal did well to pounce on that ball at the breakdown, but unfortunately the tackler did not roll away. So it's a penalty for Zahira. Interesting to see the option they'll take from here.
Might want to go for a scrum once again, isn't it, Abdullah? They're looking to put Royal under a lot of pressure, but Royal in defense have been very vulnerable so far. Oh, they're taking a quick tap, old school style. Here's a quick tap penalty taken. Zahira College on the outside. They drop the ball. Ball goes into touch. Opportunity gone begging for Zahira.
Yes, tried a trick play. Fortunately, the execution was not quite up to the mark. So a reprieve for Royal. Looks like it's a scrum in favor of Zahira.
Only thing I can imagine is the ball might have touched a Royalist and gone past the try line into the dead ball area to have a 5-meter scrum. It's in a bit of a... It's on the 15-meter. Not too sure, but here's Zahira College with another chance to try and launch something. Amana Bank try for Zahira College. There's no stopping them in the first 20 minutes. Zahira get the try. Their number 8 scores. It's Muzil Samat who scores for Zahira College, and they really have brought the game to Royal here at the complex.
Yes, well, that was far too easy, you'd have to say. A bit of deception with Abdeen running on the short side, and Samat breaking off on the open side, as you can have a look. Oman Altaf slightly late to break away from that scrum, but did not receive much help. Havergay just not managing to get that tackle in. Goalkeeper with the conversion attempt, and it's over. So it's Zahira who have taken a 12 points to nil lead. And what a 12 minutes it's been so far. A goal conversion for Saifullah Zulfikar. And Zahira definitely look a really dangerous outfit in these first few minutes. Just have a look at that run by Abdeen. His opposite number following him. And Muzil Samat powering over for Zahira's second Amana Bank try.
The Royal scrum half as well, Abdullah, in that play. Naveen Lienagay rather took the other side, and that generally would have been where the scrum half would have been. So that fake from Abdeen really did catch Naveen Lienagay napping. And he's cost his team a try here. 12 points to nil early on. Royal need to play the game in the correct parts of the field.
Zahira now kicking downfield. Anik not collecting the ball cleanly. Now trying to run, finding Pereira. Pereira has a lot of pace on him. Will he be able to launch a counter-attack? Breaks a couple of defenders. Does well to bring play up to the halfway mark. Royal going on the short side. Patirana cleaning that loose ball up. Zahira up on defense, driving play back over the halfway mark.
No, get back.
Again, slow static ball for Royal. Deciding to eventually kick cross field. Not a good bounce. Ekanaika charge as well, but that's really well retrieved by Zahira, managing to hold on to play. And that's some good pressure by Royal.
The first real signs of urgency from Royal, isn't it? Fronting up in defense and really putting pressure on Zahira College. But now this is the chance for Royal to score. They haven't come to this part of the field for 70 minutes, Abdullah. That's something that they'll not be too proud of. Their kicks haven't worked well. Their exit strategies haven't worked well. But now they seem to have woken up a bit from the nap they were taking. They have been napping for about 70 minutes, Royal. Now it's high time they wake up and try and get a score here. But for Zahira College, they need to put pressure on this Royal team. Can't let them get away with it.
Yes, from Royal's point of view, I think they just need to not go wide too early. Just try and take the direct route a bit. The game has been a little bit too loose for Royal's liking. But you have to give credit to Zahira, the way they have approached these first few minutes. Thrown everything at Royal. And they played to their strengths, isn't it, Abid? Well, just used their backs to good effect. The forwards have carried well, carried quite well.
Ready, crouch.
So advantage scrum for Royal.
Set. Steady.
Lienege with the feed. Patirana links up with his scrum off. Trying a backroom play. Nimsara breaks it. Now it's Patirana. Now going wide. Kicking ahead. But he was blocked as adjudicated by referee Sandurwan.
Captain. Captain. Okay. Uta block karan ba kick game passe, right? Captain can't. After the kick block karan right? Ek karan kick. Right? Block karan ba right? 10 meters back, 10 meters.
Yes, I think it is Zahira's open side flanker, Zaiful Zulfika. Yes, just got a hand in there. Knew exactly what he was doing. Like all good open side flankers. They see the number 10 jersey of the opposition. Just like to do something to get under their skin. So real opportunity here for Royal. So no doubt they'll try and employ that driving maul.
Haven't really seen what Royal's maul is like so far in this game. Haven't come to a part of the field where the maul could be used as a weapon of choice. It's an important line out coming up for Akire Atavara. Look for Rana Singh maybe in the number 2 spot. Rexona line out done for Royal. Well sacked there by Zahira College though.
Ball available.
Hevage getting the ball to Nimsara.
Tackle, roll away.
Not rolling away is the call.
Number 15, first roll away.
I think it was Imad Inam. A bit late to roll away there.
It's a very good sack from Zahira, isn't it, at maul time. So they've been practicing their maul defense for sure. They put Royal on notice there. Royal have opted for a scrum. It's in good attacking position as well. You can bet your bottom dollar that this Aspatirana is going to try and run into one of those backs and try and get a Amana Bank try for Royal College. Had to be a bit more careful there while rolling away. Not much he could do about it. Just found himself on the wrong side of the ruck there.
Yes, probably a bit more urgency when rolling away by Inam rather. Now Patirana from the back of the scrum. Lovely offload back of the arm. Now Zahira under the pump with a bit of a penalty advantage in favor of Royal as well. Now look to attack through the fringes. Senuja Rana Singha making some ground. Nasir Hanifa from that breakdown.
Tackle release.
Tackle release is the call. Now Royal go wide. That's a lovely step. Nice strong run, and Royal have struck back immediately. It's Hiruka Jainidu who goes over. Strong run by Jainidu. Had a bit of work to do, but Royal striking back immediately.
But a very good try from Royal College. Shifting the point of attack there. That was the main weapon that they used there. It was Disas Patirana that was distributing that ball for Hiruka Jaidini to run onto, and looks like Patirana is very well marked by Zahira College. All the defenders were running onto him, just opened the gap for Jaidini to run through. Conversion from Hevage is not successful, so it'll remain 12 points to 5. But Royal College have started their comeback with a 5-pointer.
Yes, that'll just probably settle the nerves a bit. Once again, Patirana draws defenders, doesn't he, Abid? And just knows when to distribute. And Hiruka Jainidu had a lot of work to do, but showed good strength to carry a couple of defenders and barge over for Royal's first Samana bank try.
If these Royalists just play around Patirana a bit more, they'll be able to get these tries, isn't it? They'll need to play around him. When he does make a break, they'll have to be around him to get those offloads. He's a very good distributor as well. Has played in the backs. When I played for my college, I played against him and he was in the backs then, so he knows how to distribute. He's played in the centers. Very difficult customer to handle for any opposition.
So that's a good touch finder by Hevage. Drives player towards the halfway mark. So 22 minutes into this game. Zahira 12 points to 5.
From a Zahira point of view, I think they need to try and get as many scores as possible before they go into lemons. So far, they've converted all the opportunities that they've had into points. Scored 12 of them. Here's a Rexona line-out coming up for the Zahirians.
Zahira deciding to go wide. Trying a chip kick, but that's well blocked. Zahira have done well to retain possession.
Get back.
Now just looking for the options. Kicks it downfield. Safely collected by Anik, who returns it right into the hands of Hakim Chunchi. The Zahira skipper beats one defender. Going backwards is the call, so play on. Now Zahira carrying forward. Looks like the assistant referee has spotted something. Knock on is the call.
There might have been a bit of years in the referee there on that short side. So far, referees have done a pretty decent job in this schools rugby league. And I think that's a correct decision as well. It's a bit of a knock-on.
Yes, and assistant referee Shalini Lienge was right on the spot, isn't it? So she had the best view. Called it out very correctly. Lienge with the feed. Roy now looking to spread it out wide. Now deciding to kick ahead themselves. That was an awkward bounce. And have to say that eventually Ima Dinam did well to retrieve possession and drive it into touch. But it is a net gain for Royal. This is the area where they will like to play the game. Zahira's half. Once again, Royal's line out just not functioning, isn't it? You can see the Rexona line outs won. It's 4 to Zahira against the 1 to Royal. So Yatavara has been under a bit of pressure at line out time.
Been a bit of a knock on there from Royal College. Says that it was touched, but again the line out not working for Royal, so the general weapon of choice for Royal, which is the line out, is not functioning so far in this game, but they're getting themselves in good parts of the field so far.
Yes, well, Rifna's rim shot has been a real thorn in the flesh of that Royal line out, you'd have to say. Abdi with the feet, links up with his skipper. It's kicked ahead, letting it bounce, but eventually Pereira does well. Brushes off one defender, brushes off another. Very strong run by the Royal wing 3. Patirana.
All offside, number 2 offside.
Zahira offside, so Royal now on the move.
Tackle release. No, tackle release, tackle.
Tackle release is the call.
Offside. Number 2.
Number 2 offside is the call.
Number 2 offside.
So that was a really strong counter attack by Pereira, collecting that cross kick, pushing aside a couple of defenders.
But it has taken some time for Royal to get accustomed to what Zahira is going to throw at them, and Zahira haven't really changed what they have been throwing at Royal, isn't it, Abdullah? They've been looking to go for those cross kicks. They've looking to try and exploit the defense in the back line from Royal College, which they have done so far, but now Royal is trying to, and Royal is understanding what Zahira is trying to do, and they've countered it pretty well. Zahira have a important defensive line out coming up. Yatavara needs to get this one right for Royal.
Yes, well, a crucial external line out for Royal. Gone back to a big man option. This time I have found the mark. Royal once again sacking. Accidental obstruction is the call. So once again Royal finding things not going their way at line out time.
Accidental obstruction there from Royal College at the line out. Interesting replay to have a look at. Zahira have been camped on this part of the field for far too long, isn't it, for their liking, Abdullah? They need to get out of this part of the field, start playing where they were playing in the first 20 minutes of the game.
Abdin. Kick charge down. Royal almost managing to get their hands on the ball over the try line. That was a bit fortunate for Zahira, you'd have to say. Some good pressure applied.
Time on.
It was Senuja Ranasinghe who almost, pardon me, it looked like it was Lienage, the scrum half, applying some good pressure on Zahira's kicker, Zain Zahim, who probably was a little bit too casual. Ibrahim now kicks downfield. Safely collected by Jainidu, the try scorer for Royal. Quite sure what was happening there.
Go ahead. No. Can't do it. Then no again.
That's really unfortunate. Lienage making ground and then just losing the ball in contact. Royal just trying to up the pace of the game, but not doing so successfully. So vantage scrum for Royal as a result. It's 4-3 in favor of Royal when it comes to the scrums. It's good thinking by Lienage. At the same time, good desperate lunge by his opposite number, Abdin. Getting that tackle in and resulting in a knock-on.
None of these players seem to want to hold on to the ball, isn't it, Abdullah, so far in this first half? Been a number of knock-ons. First half, we've already had 9 scrums. It's the 10th one coming up. Break on the short side from Zahira College. It's Muzil Samad going through the try scorer.
So the referee has stopped play. Looks like there was a heavy collision.
Contact point direct leg किए मैं recommendation बात कर रहा है ये लोग का mitigate करन direct mitigate करन मैं आगे दिया
Seems to have been a bit of a high shot there that the referees have spotted. It's the captain himself that has to sit in the bin for 10 minutes. Patirana goes off, so there's an advantage in the scrum for Zahira College. That's a big loss for the Royalists. He'll sit in the bin for 10 minutes. Here's where the high shot was called. I think, yes, there was a stray arm there from Disas Patirana that just went around Muzil Samad. Caught him a bit too high for his liking, so he'll sit in the bin for 10 minutes. Important 10 minutes also, isn't it, Abdullah? Just before half-time and the start of the second half.
Yeah, well, a very important 5 minutes. Adip, Royal will just need to try and manage this without their skipper. Already down 12 points to 5. Wouldn't want to leak another score just before half-time. Zahira on their part will no doubt look to make maximum use of this extra man that they will have. Sahib Ishan just trying to get the call right. It's quite noisy on the Sky Pavilion side. Now the clean line out for Zahira. Once again Zahira making a clean break. Spreading the ball out wide. Zahira once again looking very dangerous. Another strong run by their hooker Sahib Bishan. Zahira nicely bringing in their big players into the game. Now going wide. Chunchi. Ball going backwards. Zahira holding on to possession. Now taken up by Zahira, recycling possession. Going out wide. It's good clean rucking. Royal's defense hanging in there. But some brilliant work by Aman Altaf, you'd have to say, at the breakdown. Royal were under all sorts of pressure.
1 minute. 1 minute.
1 minute to for half time is the call.
Zahira just seemed to be one-dimensional, isn't it, in that passage of play? Just not finding those maybe try and get some points before going into Lemons. 14 against 15. These boys will definitely want the Royalists to go into the sheds with at least a draw. That's the best that they can do so far. But Yatavara first needs to get this line out sorted. A line out that has been a bit dysfunctional.
This time Royal have done well to Royal now with an opportunity to try and make something just before half time. Long wide pass. It's a good tackle by the Zahira skipper. Now Royal carrying forward. A loose pass. Zahira trying to apply pressure at the breakdown, but Royal have done well to hold on to possession. Now attacking along the fringes. Royal just need to run the clock down a bit here and just keep it tight. Again along the fringes. And they've gone off their feet. Maybe one pick and go too many. So decision time here for Zahira.
You can see all the players just pointing towards the sticks and they want to try and go into the half with an even bigger lead. 10 points is going to be something that they'll want to hold on to. But you have to say, Abdullah, in the first 20 minutes it was all Zahira, but from there on Royal College clawed their way back into the game. But now after the yellow card of Patinana, Zahira have just seemed to find a lease of life. Going for a conversion here. Penalty rather. Saifullah Zulfikar will want to try and get his team 10 points ahead before going into the sheds. An important conversion coming up in the context of the game.
Does not find his mark. So the scores will remain 12 points to 5. And once again Royal conceding a lead going into the breather. It's been a game of stops and starts. Zahira dominating that first 20 minutes, as you said, Adib. Royal clawing their way back with a Mana Bank try of their own. But once again, Royal trailing at halftime, 12 points to 5 against the visitors, Zahira. So going for a commercial break, and we'll see you in time for the second half.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Abans fridge kiyanne. Abans fridge kiyanne. Bawlata harima fridge ekak. Abans family eකට hariyana අපේ රටේ fridge එක.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
එතකොට මහත්තයාට උනේ tile adhesive grout waterproofing skim coat නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග්වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා.
ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
මාස 24ක් දක්වා ගෙවීමේ පහසුකම් සමගින් මාසික වාරිකයේ රුපියල් 4999යි. අබාන්ස් ජාතියේ පරිගණක සැපයුම්කරු.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
එයාව හැල්ල බලන්න ක්ලාස් එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
හඳුන්වන්න
වදන කීල්ස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් සෝස් රස දෙකකින් ටොමාටෝ රසෙන් සහ නයිමිරිස් රසයෙන් කීල්ස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් නිවසින් පාවිච්චිට පහසු වෙනස්ම හැඩයකින් යුත් රසකාර කඩංගු නැති හලල් සහතිකයලා කීල්ස් ක්‍රෙස්ට් සෝස් රසගුණ සපිරි කෑම මොහොතකට
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun Tamari.
ඔයාල කැපිලා පේන්න ඔෆිස් එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume youth එකට go එකක්.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් quotation එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
So welcome back here to the Royal College Sports Complex as the women's taking a 12 points to 5 lead into the breather, and Royal will once again need to mount a second half comeback in order to get the victory. And these are the highlights of that first half. Zahira drawing first blood with a wonderful try by Farhan Fazlat. And then, of course, their burly number 8, Muzil Samat, going over for the second Amana Bank try and a goal conversion by Saifullah Zulfikar. Royal, of course, striking back immediately, courtesy Hiruka, the inside centre. Hiruka Jainidu barging over. So an expectant crowd here at the Royal College Sports Complex. So Abid Interesting to see, will Royal be able to mount a second half challenge like they've been doing in their previous 2 games this season? Or will Zahira go deep and prevail at the end?
But I think before Royal College mount a comeback, they need to manage the next 7 or so minutes, isn't it? They're playing with 14 men. They're playing without their captain, the captain that they play around, isn't it, Abdullah? So they need to try and manage the 7 minutes that he'll be off the park first. And then after that, look to try and mount a comeback. But in these 7 minutes, they need to not allow Zahira into the game.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And Zahira on their part just need to try and get a bit more quality possession for their 3 quarters and get them moving. So Hevage with the restart. Nice short kick, but well collected by Zahira. Abdin getting his forwards into play, carrying it forward. Yatawara makes that tackle. Now Zahira deciding to go to the boot, finds a bit of grass, but Anik collects, tries to launch a counter attack, but is held. But he has support there, so position has been recycled. And now Hevage, or rather Lienage, giving the ball back to Hevage, who hoists it high. Comfortably collected by Zahira. Now trying to launch a counter-attack of their own, but well held up. Managed to go to ground, so Zahira winning possession. Abdin just looking at his options, getting the forwards to do a pick and go. Royal defense up to it so far. Again attacking along the fringes. Now Abdin gets the ball back. It's kicked downfield. Ball, let the ball bounce. It's a good chase.
Get back, get back.
Now Royal getting the ball. Hanifa breaks one tackle. That's a good run by the Royal second row.
Play, back goal.
Ball gone back is the call. Hevage cleans up. And the position has been turned over. Abdin makes a break. Gets the ball out to his teammate, but unfortunately ball has been knocked on and a few fiery tempers.
Not a lot happening, isn't it, in the first few minutes of this second half. Both teams still starting to find their stride in this game. Not in this half, Abdullah, but in this entire game, isn't it? Both teams still not yet found their mojo, haven't hit the ground running so far. It's just been 2 tries that have been scored off mistakes of the other team. But so far, it's been Zahira that has dominated the important passages of play, isn't it? They find themselves in the lead 12 points to 5. Changes coming in for Royal College. The scrum off goes off. Lienage is off. Savista Fernando comes on, in experienced customer. Royal have got a bit of firepower in the bench today. Have been a team that has been known for their second half performances so far, but they need to try and play through their skin, get past this Zahira College defense first, try and get a score, make it 12-12, and then start building on that. But for Zahira, need to put pressure on Royal and keep them on this part of the field.
Fernando with the feed. So they're trying to apply a bit of pressure at the scrum, but touched is the call. So Royal will get the line out. Good pressure applied by Zahira, but on that occasion, working against them. So another Rexona line out for Royal. It's an area where Royal have struggled today, deciding to go for a four-man line out. Once again, Yadora not finding his mark. Zahira turned possession over. Strong run. And once again, brilliant work by Aman Altaf at the breakdown. Getting his hands on the ball. The Royal blindside flanker has been really good at the breakdown today.
But it's not just today, isn't it? That boy just puts his hand up every time he puts on the Royal College jumper. Has absolutely no care for his body. Will just put his body on the line on any given occasion. Winning a crucial turnover for Royal College, but Royal's midfield defence, Abdullah, has really been found wanting, and Zahira College have exploited it in the first go. But after breaking that first line of defence, Zahira haven't had the options around the player that breaks the first line of defence. If not, they would have had a lot of scores in this game. They've broken the Royal defence on multiple occasions, but just haven't been able to find runners in gaps to try and offload it to them.
Once again, the ball being stolen. Gone forward, but Zahira with an opportunity. Advantage over is the call. Pereira with the counter attack. He's looked really dangerous today. Very strong run by the Royal right winger. Now Royal with an opportunity. Getting the ball up. Patirana back on the field.
No hands.
Nasir Hanifa. Recycle possession. Some good hands. Sanuja Ranasinghe warding off one. This is good by Royal. Now spreading the ball once again. Nasir Hanifa.
Number one.
Offside is the call, so it's an advantage for Royal. Aman Altaf getting the ball out. This is Patirana. Wonderful offload. And Ekanaika goes over. Wonderful bit of play by Royal. Creating phase after phase. Patirana back on the field and immediately having an impact. And Royal have scored the first Amana Bank try of this second half.
Well, a very good score from Royal College. That pass from Altaf Aman didn't go to hand, but because it didn't go to hand, the defense of Zahira College was unstructured. Patirana knew exactly what he was doing. First stepped out, made sure that the first defender was put out of the game, ran into the second defender. That was the only man manning that touchline for Zahira College. Slick offload out to Ekanaika, who gets an important score for Royal College.
Simak on the field with the conversion attempt. Strikes the upright and goes over. So Royal have now equalized 12 points all. They have managed that period of losing their skipper pretty well, you'd have to say. And once again, lovely hands by Simak. Getting the ball out to Patirana. Drawing two defenders and offloading to Ekanaika, who had a bit of work to do. And a wonderful finish by the left wing. And of course, Simak with a brilliant touchline conversion.
Well, a very important conversion, isn't it, in the context of this game. Absolute gold for his team. 12 all now. Zahira just slipping away in this game so far. I think it's the fact that they don't have the support runners, isn't it? Once they've created the opportunities, they just don't have the players around the player that creates the opportunity, and that's what Roy done. So it's 12 all now. Royal have managed that phase of play pretty well, Abdullah. Haven't conceded points, and just at the stroke of the end of it and the start of the period where they have their 15 men back. They've scored a try.
Zahira skipper restarting play collected by Aman Altaf. Takes the ball forward.
Get back.
Zahira, Royal rather, playing with a little bit of confidence, running from their own 22, spreading it out wide. Patirana to Rana Singha. This is good by Royal, playing with a bit more confidence now.
Number 1,
Suleiman Hanifa breaking one tackle, breaking another. Royal now on the go. Fernando getting the ball out to Simak. Aman Altaf held while carrying forward.
Advantage over.
Advantage over is the call. Once again, Hanifa
Play on.
with the loose ball.
Grip the ball. Play on. Tackle all the way. Tackle release.
Royal winning possession. Patirana getting the ball out to Rana Singha.
पास से गई थी तो टकल लगे थे टकल लेते के नाने अरे ये तो वाटा यहाँ जाते हुए दिला लाइन नोटेन तो ताकि दिला लाइन नोटेन
Communication there. That was a knock on with the tackle there. So the ball has gone out into touch. Royal have the option of maybe a scrum or an or line out.
Sanli Patirana creating things for his team. With the tackle is the call. Referee Charnilenge. So another Rexona line out in play. This time Royal have done well. Finding Rana Singha. Aman Altaf.
No.
Hanifa has carried really well today.
Tackle please थोड़ा दे.
Now Patirana warding off one defender.
Tackle.
Rana Singha carrying strong, breaking through two defenders. Retaining possession. Now Royal forwards running direct. But unfortunately not getting enough players there. And Zahira just trying to run from their own half. Side entry is the call. A bit of rush of blood, you'd have to say, by Zahira.
Well, if there was something that Zahira College will have to pin the Royal comeback on, I think it's the fact that they haven't been able to clear their lines properly, Abdullah. They've played way too much of rugby in their own half for their liking. They've just allowed Royal back into this game. It was 12-0 at one point. And now they've just allowed Royal into this game far too much. And it's because they haven't been able to get out of their own 22.
14.
Yes, and even when they're in centre field, I think Zahira have been slightly guilty of kicking possession away. They probably discussed it as a tactic. Royal hasn't handled the receiving of kicks that well so far. So it's something maybe they're trying to exploit, but probably the range of the kicks haven't been good enough to apply the necessary pressure. And to Royal's credit, they probably managed that aspect of the game quite well.
Time off. Play 14, no. Time off. Captain, number 14. Ready. බලන්න ඇවිල්ලා නැහැ හරියට බලන්න හරියටම. නෑ.
To sort out the replacements.
මේ රෙක්සයි හරියට බලන්න මේ නම්බර්ස් ගන්න එළියට ආවද කියලා යන ගානට.
Taking a wee bit of time here. Stops the momentum for the team with possession of the ball, but Yatavara hasn't had the best day with lineouts. And the bad day for the Royal College lineout continues. They've knocked it on in the air, so another missed lineout for Royal College. This is getting a bit too repetitive. Royal need to try and rethink their strategies in the lineout, Abdullah.
Yes, it's an area of the game where they've really struggled. Zahira just seemed to have got the measure of that. Once again, just have a look at that.
Captain.
It's Muzil Sama.
මැනේජ් කරගන්න සිස්ටම් එකට ආපුවාම කතා කරන සිස්ටම් එකට කියන්න කියලා වලිදා ගන්න ආගියුමන්ට් යනවා සිස්ටම් එක. දැන් මේ මැනේජ් කරගන්න. මේ ඕ බඩෙන්. ඕනේ හරි හරි. නෑ නෑ ඒක කතා නෑ ඔම කියන්න ටක්.
So referee Sandron just having a word with both keepers, telling them to cool things down before he calls a wanted scrum.
Ready. Crouch.
Abdeen with the feeding.
Bind. Sit. Steady. Bind. Flankers bind.
From the back of the scrum is a break. Abdeen gets the ball out to his wife, and that's a really good clearance. Driving play over the halfway mark.
That will make Zahira College breathe a bit easier. It's a kick that has gone out from Farhan Fazlet. Been camped in that part of the field for far too long, Zahira College. Now they need to put pressure on Royal, keep them on this part of the field, try to win back possession and try and get a score, because Royal just seems to have found a bit of momentum in this second half. Even though the scores haven't come, they've scored one try, yes, Royal. They just seem to be playing with a little bit more energy and a little bit more enthusiasm. There's another line out missed from Royal College. This is getting a bit too repetitive.
Abdeen with the feed. Zahira deciding to go to the boot. Not quite sure I understand these tactics of Zahira. Kicking possession away. This time Simak in the last line of defense. Collecting possession. Patirana carrying forward. And Fernando. Nice box kick. Cleanly collected
White back.
by Zahira. That was not the best of kicks.
No.
Nice counter attack, but ball taken in. Now Simak kicking downfield. And Zahira have replied. Not finding touch. Looks like there's been an incident. Referee has halted play.
I think there might have been a bit of a late shove there. Listening to what the referee is.
Late. ඇඟට ජම්ප් කරනවා. හරි ඔයා යන්න. දැන් මම බලාගත්තා 10 meter.
Not good signs coming up for Royal.
Captain.
Jayadinu is
Captain.
right there with the player who went down.
Captain. 12. Team right? Late charge, right? Kicker right? Kicker last play. Right? Okay. Kicker last play. Onside Delhi right? Then yellow card.
Royal will have to play the next 10 minutes with just the 14 men once again. And another passage of play that they're going to have to manage. They're tending to lose some of their best players that they play around. And the kick from Zahira College travelled right up until the 10-meter mark, so they'll march forward. And this is where Zahira really need to put the foot on the accelerator and try and get a score and get ahead of Royal College.
Yes, discipline, letting Royal down. Jainidu, a needless late charge. So Zaim will try and drive play into the Royal 22, which he does successfully. Just have a look at that once again. Kick forward by Simak. Zahira skipper Chunchi getting the ball out to Zain, who kicks it. And yes, you'd have to say that was pretty clumsy by Jainudu. Zahira win the line out. Try a driving ball, but Royal have done extremely well with that initial shove. Now they are forced to break off. Zahira now get their three quarters out wide, wonderful hands. High tackle is the call.
Number 23, high tackle. Mark here.
Zahira just putting their backs in motion there. That was a fantastic pass from Zahira.
Just wondered whether the player needed to draw and pass, isn't it? There was a definite overlap. Decided to go in by himself.
Now Zahira need to try and manage this game here. They need to try and score here. Line out functioned well. Chunchi decides that they're going to go to touch. Line out has been working well for Zahira College. Big moment in the game coming up. Here's a replay of that. They had to break off there, Abdullah. The maul wheeled well. Royal did well in defense. Let's have a look at this pass. Beauty of a pass from, I think it was Hakim Chunchi that put the pass in.
On the line, on the line.
Yes, Ilyas Saraf would have done well to get the ball out wide. Decided to go in by himself, but won a penalty. This time Zahira's line out not working.
On the line,
but they managed to retrieve possession. Now just inches away from the goal line.
Tucker release, Tucker release. No.
Still short. And tries the call. Tries the call. So third Amana Bank try for Zahira.
On the line.
On the line.
Saifullah Zulfikar is the Amana Bank try scorer for Zahira College, and he'll line the conversion up as well. That's an important try for Zahira College. They started the phase of this game with the numbers advantage with an Amana Bank try. And if this conversion goes through, it's going to be a bit of a tough ask for Royal to come back soon. Doesn't seem like they've been playing to the potential that we know that they can play, Abdullah. But Zahira College are just edging forward. But just one score in it. Not too much. Zulfikar needs to try and get this goal conversion through.
20 seconds.
Convert his own try from a 5-pointer to a 7-pointer. But it'll remain a 5-pointer. So it's 17 points to 12. And now this game has just found a new lease of life.
Absolutely. Royal also just not probably helping their cause by a few disciplinary issues. Even when Zahira's line-out doesn't function, they yet seem to retain possession. Just attacking along the fringes and inching in was Zulfikar. Referee Sandruan taking a bit of time to make the call, but eventually did. Singer, high hanging kick. Strong run by Zahira. Abdin getting into his forwards. Now Zahira playing with a bit of enterprise. And play taken over the 50-meter mark.
Still Zahira's shy of kicking the ball, isn't it? Kicking the ball, when they are in prime position, they tend to kick the ball, but when they have to clear their lines, they seem to be a bit vulnerable. They don't want to kick possession away when they have to kick possession away. But when they're in attacking opportunity, they seem to have a plan that inculcates a kick. There was some space opened up out wide. That's the extra man that Zahira have. Good work from the winger on this corner for Zahira College. Lisa Patirana holding on to that ball.
So another Rexona line out, which Royal just haven't found their mark today. Yatavara deciding to go back this time, finds his mark well, and Simak hoists the ball high. Comfortably collected. Zahira launching a counter attack. Abdin getting the ball back to Zaman, who kicks deep. Ball is bouncing. Not the best of bouncers. And it's a try. Abdin taking the quick tap. And another Amana bank try for Zahira. On that occasion, Royal just not positioning themselves to collect that kick and being put under enormous pressure. And from the ensuing penalty, the Zahira scrum half taking the quick tap and going over for another Amana bank try, and Zahira have extended their lead 22 points to 12.
Well, it all started from that kick. This is the kick that it started off from. I think it was Zain Zahim that put the kick. There was absolutely no one home. Shafiq came across, but came across a bit too late. Defense was right up in his face. That was very good work from Ilyas. Zahira College forcing the penalty. Quick tap taken, and they score the Amana bank try. Zahira College have hit back strong here to gain the lead. But the conversions don't seem to be going through. It's 22 points to 12, 10 points in it, 15 minutes to go.
Yes, now Royal will need to hold on to possession. Just try and win that territorial game as well. Zahira supporters in full voice, and rightly so. The team has definitely stepped up in this game. Just have a look at that once again. Royal just not positioning themselves for that return kick. The bounce not going Royal's way as well. Abdin. The ball to his forwards. Not seven. Number 7. Senator Rana Singh penalized for not rolling away.
Number 7.
Just since Abid, momentum definitely swinging towards the Zahirians. Royal will just need to find a way to put a halt to that momentum. It's not finding touch this time, Bozain. Now Simak trying to launch a counter attack. Oh dear, what has happened? Simak throws a loose pass. Abdin collects and will go over for Zahira's 5th Amana bank try. And is there an upset on the cards? Abid.
Well, against the run of play, Zahira College absolutely unstoppable. It was a good kick, you thought. It was not a good kick, you thought for a moment. It didn't go out into touch. Simak Shafiq got that ball, made a half break, but passed to absolutely no one there. Abdullah, he's going to watch that replay and regret that pass. Passed it right into the hands of the Zahirian. And the scrum half goes over. Goal conversion successful. And this mountain is just becoming steeper by the minute. And Royal are going to have to climb it really, really fast.
Well, yes, they have 13 minutes more. And they're trailing by 15 points. So they have to score twice, Abid, if they have to get back into this game. 3 scores in the space of 13 minutes. Not impossible, but just the way Royal have played today, I don't think it's going to be an easy task.
Well, 3 scores from Zahira College in the space of that 10 minutes also, isn't it? The 10 minutes that Hiruka Jaidunu was gone. Now he runs back in and he has a huge job on his shoulders here. Has 12 minutes to try and be huge gap. 18 points is the deficit that Royal need to try and bridge.
Abdin just getting his forwards into play. Zain kicks deep, but Ekanaika does well to collect. Now Royal will have to run it from everywhere. Ekanaika does well, breaks one tackle, almost breaks another. Fernando, again a loose pass, but Hanifa does well to clean things up. And has Zahira won another penalty. Brilliant work by Zahira's forward. I think it was Habib Uzni. And are they pumped, Abid?
Oh, they sure are pumped. Defense is coming up from them. They found their voice here in the Sky Pavilion stand, and they sure have found some kind of communication line that has told them exactly when to kick, isn't it, Abdullah? They've kicked brilliantly in this 10 minutes that has just passed, and there's 10 minutes coming up that they need to manage well. Just look at them in defense, they're just right up there. And as soon as Nasir Hanifa went down, I think it was the number 8, isn't it? Not too sure. Numbers just seem to be alike. Important Rexona line out now.
And that's an important Rexona statistic as well, Abid. 12 points, 12 line outs to 4. Now Zahira getting the ball out wide. Abdin putting the 3/4 in motion, but that's a really good hit. And Pereira hacks the ball front. Will he be able to collect it? Yes, he does. Royal strike back. Pereira goes over for Royal's third Amana bank try. And is there yet another twist in the tail here? Absolutely against the run of play. Brilliant work by Pereira. For once, Zahira's 3/4 play letting them down. But just have a look at the person who made that tackle.
Wait, number 10, wait.
It was Nimsara. Huge hit. The ball going loose. And Dinu Pereira collects it and goes over. And so does the goal conversion from Simak. So it's now a 10-point game with less than 10 minutes remaining.
But an absolutely important score there from Dinuka Pereira. He won't score an easier try. He had a bit of work to do as well. He had to hack the ball forward, Abdullah. And then time is run in a way and also sprint through. There was a man on him. Lisat Patirana was coming right behind him. Shafiq got the goal conversion through. It's 29 points to 19, anyone's game here. If Royal can mount a comeback.
Altaf collects. Takes it forward, breaks one tackle, offloads.
Number.
Hanifa has carried really well today. Fortunately, knocks the ball on. Looks like there is an injury.
Captain. Captain. कथा करन दे डॉक्टर नेट हो आपा
Looks like it's Sahib Ishan who went down but seems to be okay.
But seems to have done himself a bit of damage, isn't it? Coach Danushka Boteju looking on, Radhika Hettiarachi looking on as well.
Head contact. तो आगे tackle लेकर force tackle लेगा, right? Direct contact to neck, red card.
Now that's a huge moment in the game. The line out that has been functioning really well for Zahira College will lose its biggest component.
Captain.
Sahib Isan, the hooker goes off.
Penalty आती है ना मैं तना.
There's a penalty coming up for Royal College. And is this the break that Royal needed to try and get back into this game, Abdullah?
Scrum.
It will be interesting to have a look at that, exactly what that red card was for. Referee has just indicated that there's 7 minutes remaining.
Scrum coming up for Royal College. Seems like they have opted for the scrum instead of the kick to touch. That just goes to show how badly the set piece has been for Royal today. So Zahira have lost a player in the front row.
So vantage scrum, and interestingly, it's Disas Patirana who is going to feed it into the scrum.
Look for a run down that short side from Patirana. Licking his lips there. He's got a wing three-quarter with him as well. Zahira have got cover. Oh, that's where the red card was given, and I think that's the correct call. No arms at all. Straight to the head.
Yes, that's a good shadowing by Abdin. Keeps an eye on Patirana, who yet though makes a bit of ground. Rana Singha breaks along the fringes, stays on his feet.
Advantage offside.
Advantage offside is the call.
Number 9 offside. Number 9.
Number 9 is offside is the call. So an interesting call for Royal. Will they go for touch? The line out just hasn't functioned at all today.
But they're going to have to trust their line out, isn't it? They put the work in practice, and come game day, you have to be ready with all your set piece moves and the set piece. And it has to work. And there's no better time that it has to work for Royal College. They have 4 minutes remaining on the referee's clock, and they have 11 points that they need to try and bridge.
Captain, 4 minutes left.
Well, Royal have lost all their lineouts, but probably the most important one just coming up. The Rexona lineout, and once again, it's been a nightmare for Royal, this lineout. And if they do lose this game, it will be the main reason.
Release.
Zahira breaking along the fringes. Not quite sure that was the best call.
Outside 10 to 2.
Zain goes crossfield to Dinuk Pereira. Breaks, gets over one defender. Rana Singha takes it up.
Tackle, wrist.
Zahira defense hanging on. Simak decides to kick ahead. There's no one at the back. And it's hacked into touch. So good bit of vision by Simak. So it will be a 5-meter scrum in favor of Royal.
That was very good vision from Simak Shafiq. There was absolutely no one behind for Zahira College. Royal have to do something out of the ordinary here, Abdullah, if they're going to win this game. And little moments like this is what's going to win the game here. And very good work from the scrum half there. He might have kicked it, but he might have just saved his team a try. He's played really, really well today. Afam Abdin really has put his hand up for the Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match. But there's a scrum coming up for Royal College that they really have to score.
Well, interesting. Royal would have preferred for Patirana to be at the end of this scrum, isn't it? But due to Zahira having a red card shown to them, it will need scrum.
But I think what they try and do here, Abdullah, is they'll try and go from the scrum and try and hit one of the backs through Patirana. They'll use Patirana in the line.
Senuja Rana Singha is held down.
Get back, get back, get back. Advantage.
Advantage is the call. Now Pereira, or rather Fernando, big hit. Now ball being spread wide. Was it grounded?
Now was it grounded? Royal are going to have to climb a mountain still, but was it grounded? And I think the communication comes from the assistant referee. Both referees have seen the same thing. And it's going to be an Amana Bank try for Royal College. Absolutely needed it. And they need to take this conversion quick and run back because they have to score one more if they're going to win this game. Here's Nimsara Praveen. Put his head down and went spot on from the referees. Shafiq may have done this many a times here at the complex, but has to nail this one here for his team. And it's through from Simak Shafiq, and there seems to be a little bit of time remaining on the referee's clock.
1 minute.
1 minute remaining. We're in for an absolute thriller. Royal have to go from one end of the field to the other. Zahira College needs to kick this deep.
1 minute.
So 1 minute is the call. This is where a little bit of game management comes into play, and that's something Zahira just haven't managed. Royal, though, showing good resolve to come back in the end, like they have done this season, but still they'll have to go to the other end. Aman Altaf collects. Could very well be the final play of the game. Royal will have to go end to end here. Hiruka
No hands.
managed to recycle ball. Patirana spreading the ball out wide. Pereira does well to stay in play. Hanifa carrying well, but Zahira getting the defenders in. Nail-biting stuff, isn't it here? Rana Singha breaks one tackle, wards off two. Royal getting the numbers in. Patirana breaks one tackle, breaks another, passes on to Pereira. Will Pereira be able to go over, or has his foot gone into touch?
I think his foot went into touch there, Abdullah. I think his foot went into touch. Royal College will celebrate this, but they'll be called back. The referee's flag went up. Oh my word. Oh my word. In touch. That's it. 70 minutes up here at the complex. And it's the Zahirians that have the last laugh. 29 points to 26. What an upset. Zahira College have beaten one of the favorites. Royal College in that knockout final had to face agony. And against Zahira College, they have to face the same fate. Here's a pass from Pereira. And just look at his right foot there. Next step, I think, is where he puts it into touch. There, that's where it's in touch. That's where it's in touch. Referees get it right. Zahira College have got it right. And what a win. What a historic win for Zahira College. We have to talk about our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match as well, Abdullah. There are many players from Zahira College who put their hand up. 29 points to 26. Radhika Hettiarachi switched camps from Royal College to Zahira College and have done a job on the team that he coached previously. But coming back to that conversation, Abdullah, there were many players from Zahira College that really stood up. I thought the number 8 was brilliant. Muzil Samat. There were some good kicks from Zain Zahim as well. But for me, my nomination is Afam Abdin, who was in the thick of the action for Royal College and for Zahira College, and right towards the end as well, just saving a try there from Royal when Simak was about to score.
Yes, fair call, Labid. What a deserved victory for Zahira nonetheless. Royal keeping it late, one too often. And it was just inches that separated victory and defeat. Hakim Chunchi, the captain, will be absolutely delighted. Royal, though, Abid, you have to say, will just have themselves to blame. The line out absolutely malfunctioned today. And once again, just not getting things off the ground in the first half, keeping it till late. But Zahira, take nothing away from them. Hung in there, looked as if Royal could come back in, but eventually just falling short. And a deserved victory for Zahira.
But he spoke about moments in this game, isn't it, Abdullah? It was going to be the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes that we called. First 20 minutes, Zahira College won. Last 20 minutes, Zahira College won. And at the end of the 70 minutes, it's the Zahirians that have the win. And a completely dejected Royal College team. Line-out didn't function today. And just simple things, isn't it? Catch and pass was not working for them. Just couldn't get their combinations right. And that man, Saifullah Zulfikar, also was brilliant today. But here are the second half highlights. It was all Zahira College up until Royal started to mount a comeback. This was the try that Royal scored. It was Ekanayaka that went over right after Patirana came back from the sin bin. A very good conversion from Simak Shafiq. But then from here is where Zahira mounted the comeback. No defense from Royal at all. I thought in this try they were very shy of folding around the ruck as well. They were just waiting for someone else to do the job. But in the end, it was Zahira College that did a job on them. Very important score. This one was, and this was as soon as Hiruka Jaidinu went off. And I thought this try was all owing to that huge kick from Zahira College. Made Royal commit a mistake there. Didn't release the tackler. Quick tap taken from a Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match, Afam Abdin, who goes over. And this is the next try that he scores. 2 tries from our Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match. Shafiq just handing the ball on a silver platter to Abdin. And then this is where Royal College believed. And I thought Pereira was fantastic for Royal today.
Yes, indeed he was. And he very nearly would have pulled it off at the very end. But inches separated victory and defeat for Royal. Royal once again, though, not letting go. Came back this time. Praveen Nimsara touching down. Simak coming off the bench. Made that one error, but overall I thought had a very good positive impact. So these are the key stats of today's game. Royal going down here at the Royal Sports Complex, 26 points to 29, 5 tries to 4, 3 goal conversions to Royal, to the 2 to Zahira. And Swiss Tech Perfect Player of the Match, Zahira's halfback, Afam Abdin.
Well, all close games for Zahira College so far, and they'll sit on top of this group, the group of death that we called at the start of the league. And it really is turning out to be a group of death, and it's just getting even tougher, and it's getting very, very hot in this group. And what a game we've had so far. And when the game heats up, Rexona Sport Defense keeps high performance men fresh and protected, never letting you down when it matters the most. And when it mattered the most, Zahira College stood up. We have one more game tomorrow Coming to you live on the Papare. Lumbini College take on Isipatana College at the Ananda College grounds. Make sure that you tune into that fixture. We had 7 fixtures today, and this one most definitely sits right up there as one of the bigger upsets.
Yes, indeed. What a performance by Zahira. Hung in there and deserved victors, and now placed themselves in prime position to make it to that cup segment from Group C. So that's it from the Royal College Sports Complex. Victory to Zahira. Royal just not being able to pull it through this time. So until we see you next week, from the Papare crew, Abid and myself, take care and good night.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll off.
This is Sri Lankaවේ අංක 1 ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast on ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
The Papare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Now Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Rugby.
Live.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Let's KFC. Making moments special. Most value for money from KFC.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්. ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
For passion, a competitive spirit is for the night owls, the hard workers. It's for those who do and want to keep doing. Right, real energy.
එතකොට මහත්යාරුනේ ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් ග්‍රවුට් වෝටර්ප්‍රූෆින් ස්කිම් කොට් නේ.
ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් එකක් නැද්ද මුදලාලි? අතන කඩේ 140ක් දෙන්නම් කිව්වා.
බෑග් වල බොරු ගණන් ගහලා පස්සේ ලොකු ඩිස්කවුන්ට් දෙන දේවල් මාගාව නෑ මහත්තයා. ඔබේ නිවසේ පරිපූර්ණ නිමාවකට දවටනේ නියම මිල සඳහන් ස්විස් ටෙක් නිෂ්පාදන මිලදී ගන්න. ස්විස් ටෙක් ගන්න ඕනේ හොඳම තීරණය.
Introducing the 2025 TVS Apache RTR 204V.
When the world says no access.
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
Kitchen ka abans karanne then wife happy again. Wife happy karanne. Kitchen ka abans karanne.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Vantage for the modern professional.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Perfectly. Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Captain Cool, Captain Cool, Captain Cool. අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි Dettol Icy Cool.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
When the world says no access,
Or this is not for you.
And it can't be done. Just say, I can.
Pure, naturally healthy American water. Live more.
අවුව නිසා බොඩි එක කූල් නැත්තම් මයින්ඩ් එකත් කූල් නැහැ. ඒකට තමයි ඩෙටෝල් අයිසි කූල්. අවුවත් එක්ක ඇති වෙන දාඩිය නිසා හැදෙන විෂ බීජ වලින් ආරක්ෂා කර ඔබේ ඇඟ 3 ගුණයකින් කූල් කරයි.
අබාන්ස් ෆ්‍රිජ් කියන්නේ පවුලට හරිම ෆ්‍රිජ් එකක්. අබාන්ස් ෆැමිලි එකට හරියන අපේ රටේ ෆ්‍රිජ් එක.
Introducing Elephant House Wonder Bar Gold. Crack your wonder.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. නඩත්තු වියදම් නැති ජාත්‍යන්තර සහතික සමග වසර 30ක් දක්වා වගකීමක් ඇති Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi Fantamari.
Pain can pause your active life. Get the all-new Woo Pain Relief Spray for fast, long-lasting pain relief.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Every modern professional needs Vantage. For those who demand the best. Vantage for the modern professional.
Introducing new Air Action Mentos, the peak of freshness. Mentos, yes to fresh.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Perfectly Swiss Tech Aluminium. ඔබත් කොටේෂන් එකක් අරගෙන බලන්න.
Park Avenue. Long-lasting fragrance. Unshakable confidence.